Good afternoon, y'all. Dusty Roads Wild White Equine Services. We are here with Miss Vivian, and this is going to be the first full-length session that we're going to do with her. We've had some incredibly fortunate weather here in that we needed water, and the Lord and Mother Nature came together and blessed us with a abundance of water, but it also has its downfalls, and the footing and the weather conditions have just not been good. I finally got 2 days. This is the second day where things have dried out. We have no rain on the forecast, and the footing is pretty darn good for where we've been at. This whole section right here has been flooded. So it kind of takes away your ability to do a complete session. So anyways, skipping to the chase, let's get to it. Miss Vivian is a little bit hanked up because she's away from her cellmates at the Wild White prison. And sorry, we're adjusting the camera. There's no other horses around. Mine are out in the field somewhere around here, I think right here. So she's noticed them, but otherwise they're not here. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is what we normally do. We're going to round pin. And the first thing I want to do with her is establish direction. When I tell her to go to her right, that means go to her right. You can see she is a sweet girl. She's a 3-year-old Mustang. Right here, if you can see, I don't know if you can, is her tattoo. She's had some decent groundwork done on her. She's gentled down, okay, but she's still very looky. She's still very Mustangy, if that's a word. I just made it up, just add a Y at the end. And so we're going to help her through that. The good thing is she's got a great mind. She thinks, okay? She trusts. Once you get her trust, she trusts that you're going to do the right thing for her. She tests it, don't get me wrong, but she comes right back to me when I say, hey, I got this. Now, with Mustangs, a little bit different. They're going to slow you down, okay? They're going to slow you down in everything that you ask for. You can see we've developed a good relationship. We weren't just idle during the bad weather. We did some things. I made a video of one of them where we went out on the property and we just hung out. We did a little work around some poles and so forth. So we've developed a leadership relationship. Me, Tarzan, you, Jane, all the time, every time. Like a horse, she'll test it, but she's testing my leadership. Can you lead me? If you can, what do you want me to do? And that's what I'm looking for. So first thing we're going to do is establish direction. I'm going to go to the middle of the round pen and ask her to go a certain direction. And when she does, good to go. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll start changing direction. Now, she's got to come to, this is the center. This is where I'm at. This is where the rest is at, okay? Out there is work. I hit on this every time, and y'all need to understand that. You go away from me and it's work. That works in the saddle too. If I'm under saddle and she gets me off and she gets away from me, she's got to go to work. She's got to go sweat and get to her brain that I'm where the good stuff is at. I'm the easy, okay? And I've got to be the loudest voice in her head to say that this is the easy part, okay? I'm not asking her of anything right now, so she walks away from me. You can see I just did that and she didn't startle, okay? She is a little bit dull and a little bit lazy, okay? All right, we've laid the groundwork. I think y'all get the idea. So let's establish a direction. First thing I'm going to do is ask, she's pointing to her left, I'm going to ask her to go to her right. Good girl. Nice and easy pressure. Mustangs will make you develop good feel even when you're not in the saddle, okay? Just asking her to go to her left. She really hasn't stretched those legs in a while, so I'm going to let her go around a couple times. And then I'm just going to ask her to come to a stop, okay? Develop the stop. Just develop the go, develop the stop. Okay, she didn't get my hint, and she thought I didn't point. So that's what I want her to understand. Right there. Good girl. She came to a stop. Do I expect her to come to the middle if she wants to? Absolutely. Because this is where the good spot's at. And I'm going to reward it if she comes to the middle. If she doesn't, I'm not going to discipline her. There's no reason to. She stopped just like I asked her to do. I just developed a stop. Now, I took note that that's her going to her right-hand side. See how she comes to me? She's still a good distance away. I love that, okay? She respects my space. She didn't when she came here, but that's natural. Okay, she's going to make me prove that leadership. All right, let's head her off to her. Let's see, she just went around that way. So let's head her off this way. Respectfully does. Little pressure, okay? I'm really mindful of my pressure when I work with these. She's coming to the middle. Just tell her to go. Keep going there, princess. Push her out. A little bit of an attitude there, but we'll work through that. Good. She pushed right through it. Got a good go pedal right now, but she is fresh. Push her out. Beautiful. Good job. Okay. Why am I doing it in this order? Okay. When I'm doing round pin, I expect her to turn into me, not away from me. I don't ever want to see her butt when she turns like that, all right? I'm going to reward this, give her a second to think about it, and then I'm going to send her off the other way. Okay, I want to reward this stop, okay? I reward the go by sending her off and leave her alone. Let her do her job, okay? Again, mindful of how much pressure I put on her to do anything. Okay, she's got to pay attention to me because I might send her off at any time. She looks away again, I'm going to send her off. Her head's low, her eyes are soft. She is paying attention to the trailer, which y'all are next to right now. Okay, she just looked off. I pointed the other, there we go, good girl. Didn't get on her, I just cut her off and I pointed the other direction. Now, again, the reason why I developed a stop is because I want them to look in when they turn. So every time I ask for a change of direction, she's going to look in when she sees my body language. Okay, that's too many times she's done that, so I gotta let her know. Did I do it hard? No, I just said no. So now I push her through it. She does a great job. Anyways, if I can get my train of thought back. I want her to look into me for the answer, okay? That's why I developed that stop. See, she did it again, but farther away from that point. So we're gonna push her through it farther away. Not asking for a trot or a lope in particular. Go at your speed as long as it ain't a walk. Good girl. All right. Give her a second to think about that. She's doing wonderful. I mean, she had some good groundwork, pretty decent groundwork, let me tell you, okay? She was very gentle down. She's in your pocket. She's easy to catch. She wasn't at first. She made me prove myself. She's easy to catch, all right? Now we're doing just the basics, and she's turning into me looking for the answer, all right? Now we're going to send her off the other direction. Now let's see if she picks up. Nope, she didn't. I sent her off there, okay? Now, I just got a great change of direction. As you see, she turned into me. So we're gonna go ahead and move out on another change of direction. Good girl. Woo, little spice. Little spicy Mustang. Now I'm not going to drill on this and drill on this. I'll get her to do it a couple times in a row, and then we'll move on. This stretches her legs, stretches her mind, gets her engaged. Now she's got to move out. That was flat out disrespect. Now we're going to do a bunch of nope, nope. Got on her pretty good for that. Oh, she thought about it. Lifted that left rear. And now I'll just leave her alone because she did what I asked. Telling her just do what I ask and we're fine. Try not to go more than 3 rounds. And I've got to start asking in different spots. Good girl. Now she's anticipating the turn. So what I've got to do is throw it in there at a different spot. There, okay. Now, she looked for me to stop. That was not an automatic. Let's go the other way. Oh boy, I'm out of breath. It is hot and humid here in Texas. It's going to be 93 degrees, about 60% humidity. Let's see if I get the same thing here. Not bad. Little automatic, but she slowed down. So I'm going to let her go around a couple times. And then I'm going to change directions, and then I'm going to ask for a stop. There, she looked for me. Now this is the side that I wasn't super happy with. But I'm learning to read her though still. We're still learning each other. Beautiful. Let me see if I can draw her in. Now, cows are bellowing, Bolly's walking up. Let me try again. Good girl. All right, let me cross in front of her. There we go. And we hooked on. I'm good with that, okay? First session, she's still paying attention to the cows. I got the cows, baby. I got them. Good girl. I got him. I got him. They're not gonna hurt you. I gotta be the loudest voice in her head, okay? Those cows bellowing and Bolly being right there cannot be the loudest. Okay, she hooked on to me. I want her to stay hooked on to me. Now we're just going to do a little friendly walk where she's got to pay attention to where I'm going. Every time she looks away, I'm going to start changing directions. Beautiful. She leads pretty good. See, that's beautiful. That means she's had work before. See, I don't know if you can see it because she steps over with her front foot. Now, just a short tug. I'm not yanking on her. It's a short tug, okay? Saying, oh, there we go. I barely just picked up and she just moved her head right back. Okay, like it. All right. Get out of my space. Thank you. All right. Let her stand here, catch her breath. And now we're going to do a little desensitization, not a whole lot. I don't want her completely desensitized. Overreaction. Overreaction. Overreact. There. Right there. Take it away. Let's go back to the center where It's supposed to be nice. Ooh. Kind of pushed into me because she's a little hanked up. So, changed my body language and I got less of a reaction. Okay, let's pull her back up. Oh. There we go. I kind of just put the lead rope over my wrist. Okay, I need her to show me a sign of relaxation. I'm over exaggerating my body language. There's a slack in the rope. So, all right, that was plenty of time. Good girl. Good girl. Not sure what to do here. Now, she has done this, but only once with me. Okay? So I'm reminding her, and she just came right back to me. Now she's paying attention someplace else. Again, I'm over exaggerating my body language. Speak English, Dusty. Shoot, I can't think of the word, but my shoulders are slumped. Slumping my shoulder. There we go. I've been in many slumps in my life. I should know that one. Okay? Just proving to her that I'm not going to hurt her. Okay? Everything I do, my equipment is there to help her, not hurt her. Okay? Wrong letter that starts with an H. Good girl. All right? Let's try out here. This is her better side. Now, she's reacting. It's okay. Giving her room to move her feet if she needs to. But I'm not facing her. As soon as she stops, I'll stop. Right there. Good girl. Ask her to come forward. Comes off of pressure really nice. Okay, exaggerating the body language. Looking around like ain't nothing wrong, ain't no big deal, okay? Good girl. She's gonna sweat a little bit, so if you see her color change, she's starting to sweat just like I am. All right, this is where progress is made, okay? I desensitize her and then I sensitize her. All right. A little over the head, a little bit worried. I'm not doing it hard where you can really hear the whoosh sound, but I'll wait for her to show me a little bit of relaxation or acceptance. Acceptance is time where she doesn't move. Okay. Let's go back to the other side. I'm giving her a chance to catch her breath, relax a little bit. Now I'm a little bit closer. We'll see what happens here. Got my thumb in my pocket, cocked my hip to the left, right front out in front of the left foot. I'm just explaining everything so y'all know. Exaggerate when you're starting out, okay? Learn your body language. Good girl. She was blinking her eyes. Paying attention to the cows again, brought her right back. Now, that took less to bring her back to me, all right? This is what proving leadership is about. Telling her, no, it's okay, I see him, I got him, I hear him. That's what the herd does for each other. Good girl. All right, giving her a chance to catch her breath a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to lunge on the lead rope, okay? All I'm going to do is, again, establish direction, then ask her to stop. Let's move around her head a little bit. She doesn't mind. She's a good girl. Yes, sir. All right, let's go off. She's looking to her right just a little bit, so let's go off to the left. Drive into the shoulder, pressure on the shoulder, move your shoulder over and get moving. And that's what she did. Just tapped her on the shoulder. She's moving out. She wants to lope, she can lope. She wants to trot, she can trot. I'm not asking for that right now. One thing at a time, okay? Try not to go too many times around before we ask for the stop. Yield your butt. Beautiful. Right here. Okay, tapped her on the nose, said, no ma'am, I'm good. Right here. All right, now let's do the other direction. There we go. Moves her shoulder over and off she goes. What a good girl. My goal with her right now is to move from the round pen out to the arena. Okay, give her mind a little bit more space to wander, make mistakes, and be corrected. A little bit stiff on this side. There she goes. Beautiful. Yields her hind end, not a problem. Good girl. So I'll walk up with her with the stick, and I'll just tell her, good girl. Okay, one more time to the right, or my right, her left. Good. She picked up on it. I didn't even lift the stick. Little blowout there of relaxation. She wants to stop. I get it. It's hot. Keep her moving. I'm happy with the way she's moving today. Comes up to me, gets a pet, send her off. Drive that shoulder away. There we go. She wants to stop. I don't blame her. But she's got to stop when I ask, okay? If we're running from a lion, tigers, and bears, oh yeah, then if I'm the one who took off from that lion or tiger or bear, I'm the one who's going to know where it's at, and I'm going to be the one who says, yeah, we're good right here. So even though you're tired, being tired beats getting eaten. Good girl. Being very, very casual about my movement, okay? I'm slowing down a little bit more than I do, but I'm moving at the speed of life, okay? You've heard me say that before, the speed of life. All right, give her just a second to think on that. She did very good. I'm very, very happy with that. She needs to work, or we need to work on her departure a little bit to get it to where when I point, that she understands when I point, go that direction. I shouldn't have to cluck. I shouldn't have to drive into her shoulder and drive her off. When I want her to go, she's got to understand, point, she's leaning that way. She got the idea, so I stopped and let her figure it out, and she didn't. So I helped her, okay? Did I smack her? Did I tap her? No, I raised the stick, tapped the air, and said, go that direction. And she did. And then I left her alone. She wants to stop. I ain't letting her. Yield to a stop. Good girl. She maintains a good distance between us, a safe distance, okay? Let her catch her breath a little bit. Let's do some more desensitization, okay? So I've used the stick to drive her, and I've used the stick to say, not that big a deal. It ain't here to hurt you. And I'm closer. She's paying attention to it with her ear, but she's very aware of what I'm asking right now. She's looking at me. Now her eyes are blinking. Good girl. Just doing it with low pressure, okay? At some point, I'll work up to higher pressure right there. Just up the pressure. She didn't worry about it. She's paying attention to it with her right ear, but doesn't care, okay? Flog her. Let that rope go around her. Get rid of any flies that are on there, dripping sweat, whatever may be the case. Go to the other side, do the same thing. Hey, it's here to help you, not hurt you. Now, she's put on a little bit of weight that I'm very happy about. She's a little bit underweight to get started working. I like them a little bit, I like them on a scale, on that confirmation scale of 1 to 10. I like them about a 6, little bit overweight, and it helps me adjust their feed as we go. Okay, I don't mind them having a little bit of extra on them. All right, I just don't want them to get underweight because I don't want to have to catch up. All right, now we're gonna yield the old hindquarters. I suspect she might do pretty good at this, as she yields the hindquarters really good when I ask her to stop. Put my hand up so she doesn't run me over. Good girl. Beautiful. Give her a pet. Rub the area where I applied the pressure. What was that pressure? I stood aggressively and I tapped the air at her butt. She moved her butt. I rubbed her butt to rub that pressure away. Do it again. 2 steps, 2 steps. Good girl. She's a little clumsy with her legs. She's long-legged. I'm telling you, she's 16 hands, 3 years old. Mustang out of a Washington herd, but she was born in captivity. Okay, she's been around humans since she was born, if I know what I'm talking about. I don't know about her mama or the stallion, but she was born in captivity, so she's been around humans. Let's try this side. One step, that's all I'm asking. Now, she tried to rub her head. Hey, it's business time. We ain't being nicey nice right now. This is business time. It's like grazing when the halter goes on. I don't allow it, okay? If I allow it, it's like a treat. It's every once in a while. She just tried it again. She got disciplined by running into my elbow, okay? I'm just standing here letting her collect her thoughts, all right? Not to rub on me, not to be nicey nice. 2 steps. 1, 2. Pushed into me a little bit with her neck, but again, she's a little bit awkward with her steps. Not clumsy, as she went over the logs the other day pretty good. Okay, she's paying attention to the cows. She's paying attention to the cows. There we go. Now I put her butt to them. Lead rope got wrapped around her legs. What did we do about it? We just pulled it out, okay? Life happens. All right, did 2 times that side. Nonchalantly. Nonchalantly. Now, that's ideally at a point, get off me, there you go. All right, ideally, I want to be this far away. Get off me. She wants to come into me, it's okay. I'm not going to kill her for it. She hates cows right now. I don't know that she hates cows, she just doesn't know what the hell they are. She's getting used to them better. Now, going back, ideally, I want to be able to look at her butt, not come into me, and I want her there. Better, but not real good, okay? I want to be able to yield her butt from here. Oh, there we go. Rewarded that big, okay? I dropped the lead rope, petted her on the face. I rewarded that big. That was very good, okay? Putting my hand in front of her face so she doesn't try to run me over. Okay, she's got a lot of stimulus going on here. There's horses over there. My neighbor's over there getting ready to bring in some cows. The cows are bellowing. It's a circus. There we go. Tried to walk into me. She ran into my shoulder, or actually my elbow, sorry. And she backed off and yielded her butt instead. Okay, I just told her. Okay, I got on her a little bit more because that's too many times I've had to ask her. I'm relaxed. There, good girl. All right. So I got on her a little bit harder to say, look, I've got this. Good girl. That was beautiful. I'm going to leave that alone because she got that right off the bat, 2 or 3 steps. Okay. Now I've dropped the lead rope at this point. I'd like her more squared up, but I'm not going to move her because I don't want her to move. Now, she just squared herself up. She did move. Is her job to move? No. Now, I just stepped on the lead rope. She ran into the end of the halter, and I yielded her hindquarters. She did exactly what I needed to do, but she got stopped, and she ran into the end of the lead rope. Okay. Now, next thing I'm going to do is we're going to lunge and do some change of directions. She's looking off to the right to the cows. I'll ask her to go. And I went right in on her, okay? She was looking away. To discourage her, I went from stand up to point. Whatever you call that. And then I went right at the shoulder within like 2 seconds. I'm not messing around here. She's too worried about those cows. Change of direction. Point. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Trying to give her as much slack as I can without losing control of her. Okay. A little bit weak, but it's her departure again. Good. Okay. So, got the departure. All right. Did I get on her because she pulled back? Nope. I got the departure. Now we'll work on the step back. Drop my lead rope. Keep asking. There we go. All I did was I spanked the ground and she got the message. Okay. Didn't get on her real hard, but she had a great departure. So now we'll work on the stop. Exaggerate, point into the shoulder, spank the ground. Okay, so what I changed on my end was I exaggerated the stop, point, and asked to go. I'll do it again. Good girl. Now, what does that tell me? It tells me I was shortchanging her, okay? She wasn't shortchanging me. I didn't give her the opportunity. Okay, I got two-year-old colts who are far more advanced, so all I have to do is just take one step, point, and they're gone the other way. I didn't give her the opportunity. That's my fault. I fixed it. Into the shoulder, there we go. Good girl. I am not going to spank her unless I absolutely have to in this. I want her comfortable. Good girl. Little weak on the departure here, okay? We're gonna work on that. Brought my energy down. She did too. Oh, look at that. I'm a cow horse at 16 hands. That's a lot of try, folks. I love that, okay? You can't reward a lot of try there. If you can't reward that where we're at in the program, you better step back and figure out what you're doing, okay? That was a lot of try. Good technique by her. I love it, okay? So I'm going to reward that with a stop. Say, hey, can't ask you more than that. Going to her right, we've got to work on that departure, okay? It's the same way with the departure when I'm telling her to go off. She's just unsure. She hasn't connected stand up, point, cluck or smooch, and she's not getting it until I get to the stick part. don't want to get to the stick part. I want to get to the smooch part. And then from the smooch part, I want to point and her go that direction. See what happens here. Step in. There we go. Gotta put some energy in it. Didn't spank her, I spanked the ground. Now let's see what we got here. Beautiful. Very nice. Trying to make sure I don't want her to run into the halter when she does good, because I don't want her to think that something was wrong. Okay, so I extended my arm as far as I could to say that was great, thank you. Now let's stop her. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna stop her on that one. Throw away the lead rope, walk up, thank her big time. Super happy with that. Okay, we're gonna stop there. It is hot, she's sweating. We're gonna give her a bath. She's not real good at it, but we're gonna show you where we're at. She's had a couple baths since she's been here. She warms up to it, cools up to it, I guess, because she understands that, oh, that actually feels good in this shitty ass weather. Okay, she just tries. Okay, if every horse I got in tried like she does, my job would be so easy. But I appreciate the ones that aren't, because they make me get better. Okay, like with her changing directions while lunging off the lead rope. Okay, she showed me that it wasn't her, she wasn't understanding, so I had to exaggerate more. Okay, little hesitation, she's not sure, and I'm okay with that. All right, we're out of view here. Stand by and we'll be right back. All right, y'all, let's give her a bath real quick. Just hose her down. We got a good breeze blowing today, so that's a plus. So she'll dry off fairly quick, but she needs to stand and think about what was going on. Okay, these babies need to stand. She does a good job at it, but she still needs to do it. Okay, just because they're good at it doesn't mean they don't need to do it. All right, whatever may be the case. All right, like I said, she's not real good at bathing until she starts to understand that, hey, this feels good. So what I'll do, now it's pretty cool, but I'll just desensitize the area around, and I'm going side to side. And what I do is going side to side. Every once in a while, I'll go too far and hit her in the feet, front feet, and I'm setting my boundary. Okay, I'm letting her move her feet, and now she's decently okay with it. Okay, she starts to understand. Got a little air in the hose a little bit, so that hanked her up. Let's bring her back forward. Not a big deal. She's just getting used to this. Now, I'm not going in for the kill, folks. All right, and what do I mean by that? I'm not automatically going to her back. I'm just starting from the bottom. She showed an interest in the water, and she's done this before, and what she did was she liked drinking the water. So I just show her, hey, it's just water. And now see her head go down a little bit and her come forward. Okay, was I asking? Yeah, kinda. Get the shoulder, go back down to the legs where she's comfortable. She's comfortable down here. Not as much in the shoulder, but now she doesn't care about the shoulder, so I'll move back a little bit. And I'll do that by desensitizing the entire area, going from shoulder to gut, shoulder to gut, shoulder to gut, back down to the legs. Okay, progression. Ground to feet. Feet to legs. Legs to chest. Back to legs. Back to chest and to shoulder. Shoulder back to chest. Shoulder to guts. Guts back to shoulder, back to guts. And then all the way down. Good job. Very nice. This is the best she's done, okay? She wasn't a total fan of it. Okay, we're gonna start and do the same thing. She wasn't a total fan of it to start off with, and then she started to feel that, oh, it's just water. And this helped me also get her fly spray, help her with fly spray. She's still not real good at it, okay, but she's getting better at it, okay, progress. And it's not bullshit progress, folks. Spraying her lips, letting her get a taste of it, putting it right up to her. Putting it right up to her. Let's bring her back. There we go, good girl. Start at her feet. Get those hind feet now. Chest, shoulder, guts, up the neck. Okay. Kind of work down, up, out, back here, and then I go to the butt. Okay, I kind of make a T. Kind of caught her by surprise. She didn't overreact. She just kind of startled a little bit. So yeah, what was that? Making sure we get those hind legs really good. She wasn't a fan of that. Go up the neck. Not spraying her face, folks. Don't go for the face. You'll ruin the whole damn thing. Okay? Save that for last. And I'll show you how I do that on a later video. How I teach the babies to be more exceptions. Now we went to the butt. She pushed into me, so we're going to pull her back. And we'll start from the legs. Pull her back, start from the legs. Okay, that's where I meant the resistance. Now I'm just going to stand here and relax. She's not too sure about it, so we're going to go back, but we're still spraying her. Okay, I think the mist might be going into the camera. I apologize for that. All right, go back to this side. She's better on the right side. I told you her left side's her weak side. Has been since we started. She's pretty accepting of that. What I've learned about her is it's more the sound of the water hitting her. See how she go to the left side and she hinks up? So I'm going to shorten up the rope and say, hey, it's okay. I don't want her backing into that golf cart, but I'm not going to move it. There we go. Lower my hand, release the pressure, and then go back to the shoulders, the guts, up the neck, down to the feet. Not letting her go any further, okay? There we go, good girl. Now she's still reacting, right? But she didn't push into me. She didn't try to get away from it so much as say, hey, that's making me just a little bit uncomfortable. Took a deep breath, let it out. So what I'll do here is I think I'm going to spray her left side from the top. So most of it's going on her right butt, okay, but some of it's going on her left. Release the pressure, but I've still got my open hand is on the rope. There, she just lowered her head, okay? So let's try it again. Okay, let's work on this right quick. I've identified something here. Really hinked up on this side when I press the nozzle and make the water come out. Our eyes are worried. There. Much better. Down the legs. Not staying in one spot, I'm just going all over. Okay? It's like kind of like a T, as you can see. Feet, shoulders, guts, butt, or I should have went to the neck, but I didn't because I was jabberjawing, which I'm pretty good at. Okay, she's licking her lips a little bit. Let's give her a little bit. This right here is the start of spraying their face, okay? I'm not going to do it today, but I'm preparing her for it, okay? Just let her know this is just water. It's not going to hurt her. That's part of her head, okay? You start small when it comes to those things, all right? I have sprayed her face before. She did really well with it, but I'm not going to go at it because it's been a minute. Started the water, she hinked up a little bit, so I just increased the pressure slowly. That's good, okay? Showed a little faith in her. What did she do? She followed me. Hey, now she didn't follow me. But did she run off? No, she didn't. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is get her used to me rubbing her all over. She's already used to this, okay? But this is a process that I go through. All right, this is how I get them used to rubbing them all over. I started on her left side because it's her weak side. She just got my elbow because she tried to push into me to try to get me to stop. I'm not stopping, okay? This can be an indicator that she's going to be a little more resistant on her left side with her feet. We'll find that out later. I ain't going to her feet until I can get her good. Let's get her back in the camera. With everything else, I'm not messing with her feet, okay? I want her to trust me. Not accepting that. Not accepting that. Ran into my elbow, put her back, go right back to it. Slowed down. There we go. And then back to the speed of life. All right. Like I said, it'll make you slow down. She ran into my elbow. That's a lot of pushiness, okay? So, problem identified. We're going to work on it. Okay? That elbow is effective to getting them off pressure. Doesn't hurt them, but it makes it uncomfortable. Anyways, this is Miss Vivian. Love this horse. I do. I'm a quarter horse guy, but she's changing my mind a little bit. Again, not all horses are the same, but I love this girl. She tries, okay? She gives me try, all right? She ain't the greatest at things, but she tries, and she tries to get better. She doesn't stay in one spot, and I love that of her. It makes me want to do the same thing for her, okay? Miss Vivian, 3-year-old Mustang, in for colt starting. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Lots of horses out there. Let's get more horsemanship, okay? This is how you do it. Sharing. This is what I do. You may have a different way of doing it. If it works for you and it's safe and the horse learns something and you learn something, guess what? That's success, all right? You don't have to do it my way. Maybe you'll take some things. I'd like to see your way. I watch videos ad nauseum, watching other people do things so I can put things in my toolbox. Appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.